Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether
He's had a goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Mbappe is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Ball's gone out of play. Defending of the desperate variety. Just brushed off the ball there. Could be thinking, real chance! Superb goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus, but this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a throw. He's had a shot! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Towering header! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Gets it back. He's got through. Courtois has that under control. Mbappe. Chipped through, and it's got through. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Forward it goes. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And that's been levered clear. Plays it out to the wing. Cut out in the nick of time. Breaks on here. Tries to dink it in. Lovely bit of skill. He's left his man. Gets it back. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Gets into some space. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Rudiger. Mbappe. Played into space out wide. He's got away. And the finish!
Oh, I like the little feint he came up with to produce the effort. Very, very tidy.
That'll be a throw-in. Hoists it forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Goes for a sweeping cross. And it's played forward. And here's the chance to counter. Liverpool have it back and they can go again. Right through the middle. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. Chance to break. It's got through and has a pop. Oh, taken with style. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and things should... Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Shoots! Gets good distance on it. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Mbappe battles to win it back. Brahim Diaz. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe gets into a good position. Loose ball, who's going to get there? No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Looking to get... and the shot! is surely done! Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And it's played forward. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. Brahim Diaz. Mbappe is onto it and can take real chance! And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Great leap! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Alaba goes looking. Brahim Diaz plays it out to the flank. Mbappe not easily shrugged off the ball. last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Referee's given a throw. Brahim Diaz spreads it towards the left. Madrid are taking a simple, modern approach here. Yeah, but no, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Rudiger gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Pavard. Mbappe. Gorgeous control there. Tries to dink it in. Hoists it forward. Right through the middle. What a ball! And the finish! Goal! France!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
France break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Brahim Diaz. And he's there to cut it out. Forward it goes. Brahim Diaz. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Alaba. Pavard does well to read it and intercepts. Mbappe. Pavard. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. Another fruitless header.
How hard can it be to time the jump with the right contact? It's not that difficult, is it?
Clears it out of harm's way. And it's Alaba. Oh, smart save. Rabiot battles to win it. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close sport half of football, but it still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
France come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're already back underway here.
France really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Defenders on the back foot. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Brahim Diaz. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Mbappe. Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. Alaba. Brahim Diaz. Rudiger. Mbappe. He slid it through. He can get that clear. Brahim Diaz. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Rabiot.
Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Brahim Diaz. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
And just look at the keeper. He's really busy trying to get as much protection in place as he possibly can.
Mbappe hoists it high.
Madrid showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Vinicius Junior goes up and over. Vinicius Junior needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
France have it back and they can go again. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Goes down, but nothing given. Hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries lifting it over. Nicely worked. Mbappe! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Mbappe really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Pavard. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0.
France are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Hernandez concedes a free kick for that. Vinicius Junior, defending of the desperate variety. Hits one!
Madrid are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Thuram Ulien. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. The less said about that pass, the better.
Madrid need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Conte. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Mbappe. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Vinicius Junior, over to the left. It's out for a goal kick. He spotted the run and played him through. Has a hit! And yes, it's there! And surely that does it! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France emerged victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. They were simply a better team. You look back on the game then, Jim.
France can certainly give themselves a pat on the back for a job well done. They have a togetherness that makes them very hard to beat.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So off we go then. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Hernandez gets into the right position to intercept. It's a loose ball. Forward it goes. He's had a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Rudiger drives it forward. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Let's put paid to a promising move. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's Rabiot. Hernandez. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Plays it out to the wing. It's coming on the right now. What's on? Brahim Diaz. Just brushed off the ball there. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Mbappe. Hefty. That's a mistimed tackle, and it is a penalty. France present their opponents with the best possible chance here to open the scoring. 1-0, never any doubt. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, that's about as cheeky as it comes. By going right down the middle, it may have backfired, but it's worked for him this time.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Chance to break. To the keeper and go again. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Brahim Diaz. He could be in here. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. Cut out in the nick of time. Valverde. Gets wrestled off the ball. And it's played forward. Mbappe. Caught offside that time. Cuts it out. And it's Rudiger. Has a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And it's hoisted clear. Lobs it in gently. Goalkeeper's ball. Now the counter. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior has been caught there, it's a foul. Hernandez gets his final warning. This certainly looks appetizing. He's had a crack. Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Brahim Diaz. Shooting chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A thrilling culmination to the first period, but despite all of that, the two sides still separated by a single goal. And we're off again.
France don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though.
Mbappe! Forward it goes. Mbappe. He's left his man. Defender's on the back foot. Mbappe. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And he just whacks it away. Danger averted for now. Rabiot. Tries to get it forward quickly. Rudiger. Brahim Diaz. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Drills one in. Mbappe, a chance to play it in. And it's been taken straight back. Rabiot drives it forward.
Madrid clearly aren't looking comfortable on the ball at the moment. Predictability has just crept into their play. That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
It's come loose. Dembele gets it back. Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Alaba. Brahim Diaz. Big chance! Rabiot. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Dashing forward at pace. Well, it's Dembele. And help's available out wide. Valverde is there and he can get that clear. Hoists it forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's played him through. Mbappe. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Got a chance from here, but not the kindest angle. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Gets up to head it! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Ball's loose, and he's after it.
Madrid are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Alexander-Arnold. Madrid disappointing in the end there. Lack urgency. What an adventurous run from a defender. Massive leap! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the...
Kante is fouled.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Conte. And it's played forward. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Still going. Where to next? And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Towering header! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort, but the wrong outcome. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
France simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and that lack of cutting edge could possibly turn into something more serious for them.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Valverde. Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. Shoots! And it's a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
France trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Good idea, just poorly executed. He could be in here. Oh, what? He's had a go! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Valverde tries making a foray down the right. Oh, surely! And the shot! He scores! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a needle the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Mbappe. There's the Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
And here's Dembele.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Alaba. Across the field it goes. Vinicius Junior. And he's cut it out. And France can counter now. And it's Rabiot. Mbappe. It's come through. Has a goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Mbappe with a delicate ball. It's a goal kick. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior. He's in space and looking for options. Brahim Diaz. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. And here's Dembele. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Mbappe. Hoists it forward. Madrid get it back again. Mbappe. Rabiot. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
And we're already back underway here.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Brahim Diaz. Valverde has set up one goal so far. Vinicius Junior. That'll be a throw-in. Great run on the overlap here. Goes for the cross. Danger averted for now.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
That'll be a throw. Vinicius Junior.
We've got to see a real determination and purpose now if this deficit is to be recovered. No holding.
Big chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And that has been cleared. Swept it, goes for goal! And again the keeper stands strong. Defending of the desperate variety. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
Alexander-Arnold. Plays it out to the flank. Whipped in. It's got in, and it is an own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel...
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for... It's Kane!
Yeah, just thinking about the goalkeeper again, he really had to be at his best, didn't he?
Tries to get it forward quickly. Deflected over the goal line for a corner. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Oh, he's overhit it. Forward. What does he try from here? He's in, surely! He gets past his man. He's gone for it! Hoists it forward. Brahim Diaz. Alexander-Arnold. Now surely! He's away! Rice. He's gone for it! No attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And it's played forward. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Jordan Henderson. Henderson goes looking. Beautifully done. A heavy challenge. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, the ball's come loose! Chance to break. Mbappe. It has got... And the finish! And the ball's come out! Nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Rice. Well read, he sorted that out. Forward it goes. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, those longer balls forward are definitely having more of an impact, something that should have been resorted to before now.
Brahim Diaz tries to get it forward quickly. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Kane. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Gets wrestled off the ball. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
England take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
A real chance to break. Alaba. Not much. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Mbappe decides to play it back. Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz gets it out to the wing. What an adventurous run from a defender. Corner given. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. Time to deliver. Rice. That'll be the last act of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. We did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. So your views on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
England come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're off again.
England going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Mbappe gets it back. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Played out to the right. Oh, sweet feet. In with a header! It's broken loose. They're more than happy to take the muscular approach. Turns and goes back. Mbappe. Mbappe conjuring up some magic on the right-hand side. Alexander-Arnold. So still just a goal between them. And it's Rudiger, out to the right. And play for a throw. There's the cross.
That's a case of crossing in hope, and unless they provide some more options, it'll be more missed than hit.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And it's Rudiger. Crosses in a low one. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Great leap! No mistake! They are right back in business. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And help's available out wide. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Oh, that's a fine challenge. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Jordan Henderson.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Gets away from his opponent. Has a hit!
Madrid showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Now it's Kane.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb. Madrid merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Battles to win it back.
They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Valverde. Mbappe. Mbappe! One good cross, maybe the last chance. Valverde plays it out to the flank. Madrid cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle.
Tries a shot! There it is! There is the breakthrough! Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Saka. Alaba tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. He's left his man. Surely. That's offside. Yes, it is. Referee's given a throw. Alexander-Arnold. And the counter is on. It's a promising ball. He's pinged one through here. Courtois and picked that up. He's made sure that that won't get through. A real chance to break. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Rice. Oh, that's nice. Heads it! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
It's got through and shoots! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
Goes for goal! That's not going to make it. Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold. Forward it goes. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Well positioned to make that interception. Hoists it forward. Knocked down by a lack of accuracy. Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill there. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's played forward. Well, they can break here. Played back in. It's on a plate. Chip through. Has a pop! It's in! And the comeback is complete! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
There's a long ball. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Forward it goes. Rice. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Brahim Diaz. And now they can launch a counter. Hit long and direct. Brahim Diaz. Good take, and he's had a look. Played out to the right. And he's there to cut it out. Alexander-Arnold. Brahim Diaz. And that's a throw. Rudiger.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Rudiger tries to get it forward quickly. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's got away, big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Alexander-Arnold. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Up to meet it! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra-sharp.
Saka has created one goal already. Nicely measured pass. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. that goal comes comfort. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue. Madrid have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a...
Mbappe! No mistake! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Valverde. He spotted the run and played him through. Going through. Real chance! He scored! And surely now the result beyond doubt.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy.
Has a goal! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. That was a given. It always was.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look...
Massive leap! Sticks it away! Players ecstatic. Fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
It's a fabulous position. Mbappe, and the shot! In it goes! Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Madrid playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Just brushed off the ball there. Mbappe. Battles to win it back. Oh, good interception. And the referee brings it to a close. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners.